Today's question? This is a really interesting question, and I think it comes down to the genre spaces that exist, or rather, don't exist, across different media. Horror, as a genre of play, be it stage, radio, or screen, is a well-established genre and well-explored. In fact, the very notion of a scary story is fairly pervasive in our society. The idea of scary music, on the other hand, well, even just saying it out loud feels somewhat absurd. For whatever complicated reasons, song isn't a well-accepted medium for delivery of a scary story. This is in no small part why Evil Dead the Musical is ultimately a comedy and why people find Sweeney Todd's tone to be, weird. And even those are examples where song is being mixed with stage and screen, mediums where horror is already well accepted. At the same time, though, this isn't limited to horror. If I said, oh, it's an action album, that sounds like nonsense. Even if an album was nothing but 80s style cinematic rock anthems, we still wouldn't describe it as an action album. At best, it would seem like a cute way of describing something a little unconventional. At the same time, we would find it weird to describe a movie as, say, punk rock or folk pop. Juno is a very folk pop movie. It sounds weird, but you kinda get it? Even then, it's really only helpful if you've already seen Juno and are in on the joke and can go, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Cute. It doesn't say anything about content or structure, only tone. So, to loop back to your specific example, I would say there's an added element that audiences don't generally conceptualize metal as a storytelling genre of music. They wouldn't expect it to generate something like One Tin Soldier or Nautical Disaster, despite the fairly mainstream evidence to the contrary, like Metallica's One. When you stack moralizing on top of that, it's a lot easier to frame the music as being purely the expression of individual intent and not a storytelling narrative device. And this perception is not really helped by the fact that the vocals in a lot of metal and its various subgenres are frankly unintelligible, which lends some weight to the idea that, messages are being hidden in the music, even if that idea is kind of balderdash and nonsense. Bottom line, audiences don't think about music as a way to tell a horror story. So thanks, that's a great question, and there's a lot more to think about in there, like why do genres develop differently across different mediums? You can let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, if you've got a question, you can submit it through AskFM or Twitter. Now go in peace, my children, in the name of like, share, and subscribe. Amen.